identity got hacked. Where do I start? From the top?
Drunk as hell at 5 p.m. I get knocked down, they help me rise again.
Oh shit! What the? Oh my god! Did it just auto down? Did it just auto download? Wait, no. I just caught up. What the is this?
When with a clock in London near Big Ben.
I just trying to be constructive here.
What's up, YouTube? It's Kaon, aka Kaon puts you on, and today we have a special video talking about Drake's best PR stunt. Okay, this happened recently. This is not an old PR stunt. This is brand new, bro. It just happened. But as always, if y'all like the content, hit me with a like and subscribe, and check out my other videos. I have mad videos, but let's get into it. So, y'all gonna be like, what's Drake's best PR stunt? Like, what are you talking about? Basically, he dropped 100 gigabytes of music, videos, behind the scenes, content on music videos, everything, in one big hunk of mess. Okay, it's on a website called 100 gigs, I think. Announced this basically through an Instagram that he followed, and people like were posting about this Instagram that he followed and everything, and they just dropped it. Basically, y'all are gonna be like, why is this a PR stunt? He released content for the fans. Like, how can this be a PR stunt? We're gonna get into it. But basically, I think we need to start at like why he even needs to do a PR stunt. I think we all know, or maybe you don't, that Kendrick and Drake had a whole beef, a whole battle, and Drake lost for sure. Not Like Us dropped. Drake's perception as an artist is diminished. It's damaged. People think he's a, how do you say it? Drake's image as a whole has been ruined. Of course, with Meek Mill back in their beef, people are saying that he had ghostwriters and he didn't write his own lyrics, and then Pusha T dissed him and expounded upon that. And then Drake eventually admitted to having ghostwriters.
But that project's obviously riddled in controversy because of Quentin Miller, right? A lot of people feel like, well, he helped you with some songs, and even to this credit, I feel like you're still battling these ghostwriting rumors and this type of thing.
I really have, I've really made my peace. I have no embarrassment when it comes to what I did on that album. I worked with somebody on, I think, 4 or 5 songs on that record. I pulled my weight when it came to my pen, and we worked together. And if I need to be the poster child that took all those hits for all my peers hiding behind me that do the same thing every fucking album, that's fine, I'll do it.
In an interview with, I think they're called Radio Rap, something like that, I believe. But he talks about having ghostwriters, but he claims that he wrote all of his biggest songs. Coming back, full circle, coming back to this, basically due to all this beef, all this drama, all this damage upon his reputation, it caused him to kind of have to do something. He's dropped features, he's dropped songs, he's dropped Instagram posts, and the beef has been linked to all of these things. And his character and like who he is as a person keeps getting brought up in the limelight of like, why is he like this? Like, oh, still does X, Y, and Z. This doesn't diminish from the beef. Doesn't matter what he posts. The beef is getting brought up no matter what, bro, no matter what. Going into this, initially I thought this was a leak. Like, I thought the 100 gigabytes might have been a leak. Streamers thought it was a leak. Blogs thought it was a leak. Everybody like classified it as a leak. But we see that Drake actually did follow this account and basically backed them dropping this. So that was really interesting. I honestly thought it was an interesting move until I really thought about it and broke it down. These videos are, like I said, mostly it's music videos. There's 100 gigabytes of stuff. It's a 99%, not music videos, but like videos of him making music and behind the scenes stuff as well. And a lot of this, I think, is to repair his character and kind of like fix the image that has been damaged now from the beefs, from kind of the public. And a lot of people say that he's not like with the culture, he's not like a real artist, he's not a great rapper, things like that, and that he doesn't write his own bars. So what these videos kind of do is kind of make the image of Drake stronger, that he does care about this music, that he is a real artist, he's a curator. There's clips of him telling 40 to like chop up stuff differently here and maybe add like a fade out here.
And then that chop in his vocal can't be it's so audible. It needs some dead loose tone in it.
Going on, I sound a whole lot better.
And that should start right back up.
And it shows that his artistry is top notch. But honestly, I think outside of like the mainstream hip hop people, we know that Drake is an artist and he likes making music, and you don't get this far without having musical talent, musical knowledge, and a love for the music in some sort of way. I think Drake's comes from more of a financial and like attention-seeking path, rather than a lot of other artists just want to make music to make music. But either way, Drake loves rap and art for some reason. He loves making music for some sort of reason. Now, a lot of these videos are showing Drake, like I said, doing these things, having this curation, being an artist. And I think the response that I'm seeing from people in the comments is that, like, either one, they're like talking about Kendrick stans and like, oh, this is doing damage on Kendrick stans. Like, obviously Drake is this great artist, and now we have proof. Now we have this documentary type content to really go off of that. In my opinion, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't think I would have released it in this fashion. Like, it doesn't really repair his character, right? Like, the whole point is to repair his character, show Drake being a human, show him humanized, show him in these natural environments where he's being himself, where he has this Canadian accent on, and where he's not hiding who he is, and he's not behind this facade of Instagram and like the persona that his rap form takes. However, I think this further kind of shows that Drake is a persona. When you see Drake in these videos, he's not acting how he does in his raps. He's not this, like, I don't know, hitman, boogeyman in rap, like sending out hits, and like if you mess with him, his boys are gonna get on you. Like, that's not the persona that you get from these videos. So it makes me, as a music fan and a music listener of Drake, kind of be like, oh shoot, like, that's not really who he is. Like, if you ever go watch like a YG interview, you can tell he's a blood. Like, you can tell he's gangbanging. And it's not the fact that YG has to be up there like, oh, if somebody's a Crip, I'm gonna fight you, or X, Y, and Z, or like, I'm really hard, like, I'm gonna kill you. It's his demeanor. It's how he presents himself. It's like how he acts when he's around other people, which in interviews that I've seen of YG is very consistent. I'm never questioning YG's realness. Drake, however, he's a very different person in some of these videos. Comes off as like, when he's in the studio with some of his friends, he seems super chill, relaxed. When he's with Yachty, he's kind of this like rapper. Like, he's sitting there, he's just listening to music and he's feeling the beat and everything. So it kind of seems like he's just very different. Like, the accents that he puts on are usually his Canadian accent, but we've seen in other interviews that he doesn't do that all the time. So it's very interesting. So in my opinion, I don't think the videos really help his image and his branding, but that's for me. I am not the biggest Drake fan, to be honest. I'm more of a Kendrick fan, but I understand Drake's greatness, and I appreciate what he has done positively for hip-hop, for music, for art. He's commercialized it in a way that makes it very accessible for everyone, and that's very big. That's what he's also put rappers on. Whether he's done that out of love for the game or so that he can extort them, I don't know. We don't know. Only the rappers and Drake know. So that's kind of my view on, like, do the clips actually help his image? I think for, like, people in tune kind of with hip-hop and, like, the beef, and, like, if they don't side with Drake, I don't think it really helps. These are more for the casual, mainstream Drake fans, or hardcore Drake fans even. Or the, like, very, very anti-Drake to try to, like, sway them a little bit. However, I don't think that's really going to happen. Optimistic, like, realistically, I just don't think that's going to happen. And one issue that I had kind of with these videos is a large critique of Drake's character as an artist or a rapper is that he has ghostwriters. In none of these videos that I've seen, I've watched probably like an hour and a half of clips, I have not seen him write one bar. I haven't seen him write one bar. Every clip, the song's finished. I never see a writer in the room. I never see Drake write, and maybe there's clips of that, but I haven't seen them. So if you have clips of that, or you like Drake is writing, please let me know. Send them my way. I would love to see them. But from what I've seen, from the clips that I've seen, most of the songs, he's already rapped, or he's like pretty much done most of it, or the bars are already in his phone, which could be written by him or someone else. We don't know, but we don't kind of see this process of him like trying to find his flow and trying to find the lyrics that he wants to write. We don't really see that. It almost seems kind of like a instant. He has everything figured out. In these videos, he has everything figured out. He has the flow kind of down. The bars are already in his phone. He doesn't have to switch anything, come up with anything new. And maybe that's not the case. I haven't seen that there's literally 100 gigabytes of footage. I've maybe seen 4 gigabytes. Because I'm not going to go through 100 gigabytes of Drake. I genuinely thought it was a virus initially and a leak. I'd be very curious to see him with writers or without writers in that room. I don't really understand why that hasn't been shown. I know there's recordings of it for sure. For sure there has to be. So I'm very curious about that. So overall, I really don't think this video is going to do much in terms of the 100 gigs. I feel like these videos are not going to do much for Drake's character. the beef is like still there. Like it's people are still bringing it up to this day, very consistently that I've seen, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting. So I don't think it'll help his image at all. I kind of wish he would have just dropped a documentary, just as like a Hulu thing, and maybe that was his plan, but now he just switched that up. So I would be very curious about that. So maybe we'll see kind of a bigger documentary, a more fleshed out one. The songs from the 100 gigabytes are like all right. They're Drake songs. Some of them bang that I've heard, but they're Drake songs or whatever. You should go listen to it. Definitely check it out if you're curious about the Drake image, Drake music, Drake videos. Definitely check it out. The behind the scenes are really cool from what I've seen. I really like seeing that kind of like, I don't know, videographers going out of their way and like filming stuff and like how everything is kind of working this big production. You kind of don't see that all the time. So it's always like really interesting to see, and like definitely check it out for that. But as always, that's pretty much it for this video. Please check out my other videos. I have them up here. The last video that we made, the XXX Tentacion, Why Hip Hop Loved Him, got like almost 6,000 views right now. It's been like a week. Sorry for the late upload. I had a whole bunch of life stuff happen. I got a new PC. I got a whole bunch of life stuff, so I've been working through that. But hopefully we'll be at like a more consistent upload schedule pace. But yeah, man. Thank you guys for checking out the XXX video. If you did, if you're like new here and you came from that video, welcome, welcome, welcome. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, I love you guys and appreciate you guys. Peace out. Be smooth.